Program highlights in June on the History Channel. June the 6th, 1944. The History Channel commemorates the 55th anniversary of the greatest amphibious invasion in military history with a special weekend of programs. A unique personal diary in color film of the invasion, photographed by Hollywood director George Stevens and his film crew in the U.S. Army Signal Corps as they moved from D-Day to Berlin. D-Day deceptions, the most closely guarded secrets of the war.
British and the Americans felt that they would really only have one proper crack at it.
An army that didn't exist, the full Monty, who wasn't, and the secret computing machine at Bletchley Park. D-Day Remembered on the History Channel.
Windsor Castle Guard, stand guard, speak!
The grandeur of Windsor Castle provides the location for the June wedding of Prince Edward and Sophie Rhys-Jones. The History Channel marks the occasion with an afternoon of royal programs. In Crown and Country, Prince Edward provides his own unique tour of the wedding venue.
It was in 1475 that Edward IV began the present building of St. George's Chapel.
Royal Lovers traces the passionate history of Britain's monarchs, stretching from Charles II and his mistress Nell Gwyn to the more recent examples of royal romances. From humble beginnings, the Guccis created a dazzling fashion empire based on a sense of family.
We are like an Italian trattoria. The whole family is in the kitchen.
But bitter rivalry set son against father.
Now we get him by the neck. You stupid.
And father against son.
I was a very big-hearted father, believe me.
The women who loved them.
I want to get out of this marriage.
And who they thought betrayed them.
Your husband is guilty. Well, I'm sure he is.
A family torn apart and ultimately destroyed on the streets of Milan.
They all seem to hate each other.
A history showcase of the Guccis. The mystical, the magical, and the spiritual combine in mankind's eternal fascination with the heavens. The History Channel heralds the summer solstice with the celebration of the people and places linked to the passage of the sun. Explore the mystery of the ancient solar temples and gaze beyond the stars in search of the beginning of time. Programs in June on the History Channel.
BT has ET, the extra technology you need to stay in touch, like email and high-speed internet access. So you can do much more than just phone home.
Modern Marvels, a history of technology. At 4, the world's first reusable space vehicle, the shuttle, the ultimate in rocket power. Then at 5, a very different sort of power, bombs. From early TNT to nuclear mass destruction. At 6, we head back to the skies and the challenge of vertical flight. Helicopters. Modern Marvels, next Saturday from 4 on the History Channel. The history of the 20th century is the history of America's century. The past 100 years remembered by the people who lived it.
When that plane took off the ground, people were speechless. It was spectacular. It was unbelievable.
The excitement of arriving in a new world.
A feeling of a new nation. A feeling of a new hope for a beautiful life.
The hopelessness of the Great Depression.
My father came home and asked what was for dinner that night, and my mother said, "There's nothing."
And the inspiration of an heroic leader.
A man on the moon? You gotta be kidding.
But Kennedy wasn't Kenny.
In 15 episodes, America's Century recalls the events that shaped a nation and changed the world.
That day represented one of the finest hours in American history.
By then, 1967, 68, you had to start questioning how much longer could this go on.
I felt a sense of utter cold doom virtually flow over me.
A major new series, America's Century, starting Monday at 7, exclusively on the History Channel. You're watching the History Channel.